Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Alex here, and today we are continuing the series with the Philadelphia Eagles. So we did the AFC North, and we're gonna go to the NFC East here. Now you may think, oh, why don't we just go to the other North? Camel Wolf was the one who suggested this series, and I think it would be kind of a dick move to do every other team, which basically leaves the East to not choose any games. So I kind of want to do the NFC East here for him. So we'll go back to the NFC North, and then we'll go South, and then end off with the NFC East. But regardless, let's kick through this. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We're kicking through 31 subs right now at the time of this video recording, but let's get on to 35. Let's get to 40. Let's get on up. So, and let me know if you guys like this series. Let me know if you guys want me to put in score predictions and stuff. I did that on the first one, but it's kind of a pain in the ass, and I'm pretty much pulling stuff out of my ass to, out of nowhere to predict the score. So, yeah, I mean, let me know if you guys like the more condensed format. So, right here, first week, Philadelphia at Washington. This is a no-brainer. We're assuming full healthiness here, guys. So, Carson Wentz is going to eat Washington alive. They're going to have finally all their wide receivers. They have Miles Sanders. I think they're cooking with Crisco when it comes to this team. Pretty much on paper, they look pretty solid. So next, the Rams at Philadelphia. I'm giving this one to Philadelphia, guys. LA Rams, their offensive line is just complete garbage, and the defensive front at Philadelphia is pretty damn solid. So I think that's just going to be a complete mismatch all day, and Jared Goff's going to have a nightmare of a time against Philadelphia. It's going to be embarrassing, guys. I really think that Philadelphia is going to go and completely clean house when it comes to playing the Rams here. And also, Rams, what's up with the logo, guys? Really, the logo is just embarrassing. Embarrassing, guys. So, regardless, yeah, I mean, I think they're going to clean house, at least 20-point differential. That's how crazy I'm going. If I had to do a score, I'd probably do 13 to 35. 35. I was about to say 34 and then 5 at the same time, so 35. Regardless, next we went to Cincinnati. Philadelphia is just too powerful of an offense, especially at home, to deal with. Joe Burrow, he's on his way to being a great quarterback, but obviously we got to see how he's going to do. I think this is going to be some time for him to have some growing pains by coming into the NFL, which is a lot faster. And then Philadelphia is just going to be coming off a 2-victory streak. So they're going to come in, they're going to clean house against Cincy. Probably another 15-point margin. Next, sorry Philly, got to give this one to San Fran. San Fran's defense is pretty killer. And Jimmy G is a pretty damn good game manager. So he doesn't make many mistakes. Carson Wentz makes quite a few mistakes. And I think that the turnover game is just going to be too much of a factor in this game. And you're in Santa Clara. So Santa Clara is a little bit different than Philadelphia in terms of weather. So a little bit different. And I think this is going to be kind of a 17-point differential margin. I think it's going to be, unfortunately, kind of embarrassing for the Eagles after they went on a 3-game win streak. And then they go to Pittsburgh and they have to deal with the same type of shit. Pittsburgh's going to be hungry for the playoffs. In a much harder division, and they're going to. Big Ben and Carson Wentz are kind of very similar in the fact that they're both extremely dangerous gunslingers. But I think the wide receiver core for Pittsburgh is a little bit more balanced, and then running game wise, I also give the nod to Philadelphia. I really do not like James Conner. Love his story, great guy, but yeah. But I think the defense of Pittsburgh is a bit better when it comes to the secondary. So I think that Pittsburgh will take advantage of the mistakes a lot more. Regardless, next, Baltimore. So this was a big upset here. Philadelphia is going to have the lights on, and the lights are on. It's home game. It's time for Carson Wentz to ball the fuck out. And this very well easily could be Baltimore's game if Carson Wentz is just crap. But I think he's going to be pissed off that he just lost 2 in a row after winning 3. And he's going to have a fire in his gut. He's going to win this game. He's going to pull it out. Can do it. So next, New York Giants at Philadelphia. I'm giving this nod to Philly here. New York's getting there, but unfortunately, they just lost their previous first-round pick to armed robbery. That's it's a really sad tale to talk about DeAndre Baker, but I think that the secondary for New York is extremely lacking at the moment. It will get there eventually, but the offense is definitely on its way to being very good. Definitely on its way. Danny needs to understand that you need to hold on to the football and not throw it on the ground whenever someone touches you. And then Saquon need to get healthy. And apart from that, like their offensive line is getting way better. So next, Dallas at Philadelphia. These games are always so good, regardless of how good Dallas or Philly is. But I'm gonna give this nod to Dallas here, guys. I think Dallas is gonna come in on a Sunday night, and we all know that by the time of Thanksgiving, Dallas is going to kind of fall on their face. Sorry, Camel Wolf, but I think that Philadelphia is going to probably get a little bit cocky after winning 2 straight, and Dallas is going to be hungry. I mean, we already see they're 2-3 right now, but I think that they are going to. I think they're going to go into Philadelphia and then just like randomly show out. You know, there's always games where you don't expect someone to win and they do. I think Dallas going to Philadelphia is going to be kind of a stunner because they just won against Baltimore. They're going to be high up in the power rankings. You know, right here they're going to be 5-2, so they're going to be like, oh shit. I mean, Philadelphia is like a legit team, but then Dallas is going to come in and then kind of be like, yo, like you got to remember we're like the best team on paper. But of course, I think they're going to choke later on. But regardless, full healthiness. This is going to be a close game. Close game. Going to be a great game to watch. I'm excited to see it. Philly's going to be on a bye week, fully rested against New York. I'm sorry, New York. You guys are getting a ton of shit right now, but fully rested team going up against the Giants. I think that Philly's going to come in and then just clean house. It's going to be kind of embarrassing, but I mean they're fully rested and extremely superior, especially defensively. So I think Philadelphia will take advantage and then win that game by at least 20 points. Next, we have Seattle versus Philly. Got to give this one to Seattle. Russell Wilson is a beast. He's a beast. He just pulls everything out, and we saw last year in the playoffs. Seattle. I mean, granted, Carson Wentz got destroyed by a cheap shot by Jadeveon Clowney, but we saw that Russell Wilson is able to be clutch in big moments. DK Metcalf is the real deal. And you have Tyler Lockett there as well. And who cares about the shitty offensive line, man? Like, Russell Wilson somehow makes them, like, adequate enough for him to survive and them to win. Next, Philly goes to Green Bay. Sorry, guys. Philly is going to Green Bay. Like, going to Green Bay. On a Sunday afternoon game. Like, not good. It's going to be, 3:25 p.m. because they're going to be on Central Time? Like, not good, dude. You do not want to be at Lambeau Field on Sunday against Aaron Rodgers, who's already going to be pissy as it is. So, sorry, Eagles. You're unfortunately they're facing a pretty tough second half of the schedule. But, yeah, Aaron Rodgers is just that dude. I think that he's going to have a resurgent year, even though statistically he did okay last year. Did pretty good, but I think this year he's going to do a lot better. Next, you have New Orleans versus Philadelphia. I mean, this is going to be an interesting game. I'm choosing Philadelphia here because Drew Brees is not as good without his dome. So, Philadelphia is going to take advantage of the uncomfortability of being away from a dome situation and then light it up. I think the secondary for New Orleans, even though it's good on paper, they're very inconsistent. So I think that Philadelphia is going to take advantage of that with their speed. Regardless, I think this game is actually going to be a close one, a very good one. Another really good game to see on Sunday. But, yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see it. Next, Philadelphia, Arizona, upset game. Kyler Murray's going to come in and kick some ass. They're going to kick some ass. And they're not going to come in. Philadelphia's going to go into Arizona and get their asses whooped. Not too handily, but by like at least 13 points. Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins, they have a stud defense that nobody really talks about. Arizona's a super dark horse candidate for a Super Bowl this year. Mark my words. Like, there's somebody who I would possibly put money on. But yeah, really good team all around. Need to work a little bit on that offensive line issue, but they still got Josh Jones in the third round. So they're making the most out of what they got. And Philadelphia, really good team, but I think that Arizona and their erratic offense is going to be definitely unconventional and able to outwit Philadelphia's defense. Next, Philly's going to Dallas. Dallas is taking the series, guys. Dallas is taking the series. It's Sunday. Why do they always have Sunday afternoon games? It's Sunday afternoon in Dallas's dome. Jerry World, the Fishbowl. Really nice stadium, by the way. It's really, like, I got to go on the field and stuff and play football there. It's really fun. But I think that Dallas is going to be in the hunt for the playoffs, and they're going to beat Philadelphia twice in the season. Very surprising, but it's the way it goes. But yeah, Philadelphia is going to win the final game of the season here. This is a playoff game prediction, but Philadelphia is going to win, and they're going to win in fashion. They're going to be 9-7, so they're going to be contending for the playoff spot. But 9-7 ain't no joke. They're going to be. I mean, I don't really need to explain Washington again, but they're starting and ending off with very big victories, and I think that's the way to do a season. Especially if you're 9-7, you want that momentum, especially after losing 2 straight, and then 3 out of your last 4. So, let me know what you guys think. Any little critiques on how to do this, let me know. I'm just rolling with the punches here. You guys requested it. Thank you again to Camel Wolf for this. Really fun for me to do, and I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. The analytics on the first 2 videos so far affirm that you guys are having a good time. So, let's keep it rolling. Next, we got the Cowboys and the Giants, and then Washington. Then we'll see from there. So, I want to thank you guys again, and I'll see you on the far side. Peace.